Hey guys, it's Tiffany here. So there's no vlog today. You get me in this pregnancy update video. If you are new to our channel and you're wondering why are you doing pregnancy vlogs on this channel, I actually used to do this with all three of my children when I was pregnant with them. I did weekly pregnancy vlogs, so that's what I want to do with this pregnancy. I don't know how often I'm going to do it this time. This particular video, as you can see by the title, is my first trimester, so from 4 to 13 weeks. And then probably for the rest of my pregnancy, I'll probably do like maybe every 2 weeks. So the next one will be when I'm 13, probably 15 weeks, I guess. I'm not sure. But we'll see how I end up doing it. But all right, this video is probably going to be kind of long because this is actually my second time filming this, because the first time I filmed it, I went to put on my computer and I realized that the mic wasn't on. There was no sound, so I have to do it all over again. And when I did that video, it was like 20 something minutes long, so I guarantee that this video is going to be the same length. But I'm going to try to talk fast so that I can get through everything quickly. All right, starting from back before I even knew I was pregnant to kind of how I knew I was pregnant. Week 4, I had cramping, but obviously I cramp when like my period's coming too. But I feel like since this is my 5th pregnancy, I kind of like I could distinguish between period cramps and like you're pregnant type cramps, and unless it's all in my head, but I feel like I can kind of know. So I had cramping, and the cramping it felt like not period cramps to me, but like I don't know, I can't even explain the difference between the cramps, but that was just like my first like, ooh, I feel like am I pregnant? And then my next one, I had like pulls and stretches in my groin and uterus area. And again, I can't really describe to you like the feeling. The only thing that I can describe it as is like pulls. And that was another like bell that went off my head that this might be a sign. This might be pregnancy. And then another one was that I had sore boobs immediately. And every pregnancy, my boobs get so sore, so that was another sign. And then the last one is that I was really gassy. So all those together, I just really like thought that I was pregnant. So I ended up obviously taking a test, and the test came back positive. A lot of you guys wanted to know if I had filmed my reaction or TJ's reaction, and we did not, and that is because we did have a loss last year. We did have a chemical pregnancy last year as well too, and we didn't really want to like get too excited, you know what I mean? And I hate that a loss like takes that joy from you, but you know, we just wanted to make sure that everything was good, and we just didn't when we took it, we weren't like super like excited. Like we were just like, okay, we might be pregnant, you know, let's just wait to like our you know, we actually see, I guess, the baby and everything's good. So we didn't film our reactions. All right, week 5, after I knew I was pregnant, I still had really sore boobs. I didn't have as much cramping then, and then I had started to get random spurts of nausea that lasted about 5 to 10 minutes, and that was mainly when I was driving in the car. And that was pretty much all of my new symptoms of week 5. Week 6, I started to get migraines, and then I also started to get hot flashes. I don't know what that was all about, but I would get, I guess, like random hot flashes. Really weird. Also, week 6 was it was eventful. It was scary. When I was 6 weeks and 3 days, this was in April. I was at my mom's house for my brother's. We had like a little cookout for his birthday. I was sitting down. I stood up to go to the bathroom, and when I stood up, a gush of, this is TMI, but a gush of blood came out of me. But at first I didn't know that it was blood. I just thought that, I don't know, like discharge or something. I just felt a gush. But like in my mind, I was like, oh, this seems like a lot. So when I went to the bathroom and I looked, it was a lot. Like it was a lot of blood. And TJ it wasn't like brown, like it was red. It was to be concerned about. So TJ was getting ready to run to the store or something like that, and he was like at the door, and the bathroom is like right by the door, but so I caught him literally right before he went out, and you know, I told him and everything, and he was like trying to calm me down. I wasn't like too uppity, I guess. I just told him, I was like, you know, I'm bleeding, I don't know what to do, like I feel like I need to go to the hospital. That's what I said. He was like, okay, just, you know, calm down. We don't know, you know, what it is. The baby could be fine, and, you know, let's just let me know, you know, what you want to do. Let's, you know, just calm down, okay? So I went to the ER, and when I went to the ER, I was still bleeding. I had to put a pad on. I was still bleeding. I was there for hours, and they ended up doing an ultrasound, and I could not see. They wouldn't show you what's on the ultrasound, and they're not allowed to tell you what's on what they see either, the ultrasound tech. But before I left out of there, she was like, are you sure you were bleeding, or you're bleeding? I was like, yeah, like as you're pushing on my stomach, I could feel like stuff coming out. It's still TMI, but this is a pregnancy video. And she, at the end, she was like, you know, I can't tell you anything, but if you look at the ultrasound, then you can kind of get an idea of what's happening. So I was looking at the ultrasound on the screen, and I didn't know what I was looking at. Like, I saw a baby, obviously it just looked like a little glob, but like I couldn't tell if there was like a heartbeat, like I didn't know. And I was just thinking in my mind, like, is she telling me to prepare myself, like that I'm about to have a miscarriage, like there's no heartbeat, or is she telling me because everything's okay? Like, I don't know, like my mind is like freaking out. So then I go back to my room, and then I'm just sitting there and praying, and then something like came over like my mind. I'm just like, and I just instantly thought that everything was okay. I just kept praying, and me and TJ, he was there with me, obviously we were praying and stuff like that. And then the doctor came in, and she told me that the baby had a heartbeat and everything was fine. She said she couldn't see any reason for the bleeding, like on my ultrasound, and that she said, what did she say? She said that it was a threatened miscarriage. And I guess anytime you bleed in a pregnancy, that's when it's called a threatened miscarriage. So, excuse me, I was put on modified bed rest. I couldn't stand for longer than like 20 minutes at a time, and just told to really take it easy. If you watch the vlogs, then you know that I had posted in a vlog that I went to the ER. So that is the reason why I went to the ER. And then I had follow-up like 2 days later, not with my OB. I just went to a random OB that I wasn't going to continue going to for my pregnancy. But I went there, and they did a ultrasound, and the baby was fine. They heard the heartbeat. At that time, I was 6 weeks, 3 days when it happened, 6 weeks and 5 days, and the heartbeat was 122. Then they still didn't see any signs of bleeding or anything, and yeah, so that was that. Everything, I think I had stopped bleeding by that time, and everything was all right. So another symptom during week 6 was that I started to get that metallic, like weird, gross taste in my mouth. No matter what I did, I could eat candy, I could brush my teeth, I could use mouthwash, and it would only like temporarily make it go away, and then it would come right back. And I actually still get it now, and it's really, 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 really annoying. So if you have any things that I can do to make that go away, please let me know, because it is, oh, I can't stand it. And then I started to get nausea in the middle of the night and the middle of the day. And that was all of my symptoms of week 6. Week 7, my anxiety started to kick in. I'm not gonna lie, I probably had anxiety up like the whole time, but I think it was like higher at week 7, because that was around the time that I had my miscarriage. So I think I found out when I had my miscarriage around 8 or 9 weeks, I think, but the baby had stopped growing at 7 weeks and 3 days, or somewhere around 7 weeks. So I think my anxiety was like high because of that. I started to have my cereal cravings, and I don't know why. Every pregnancy I always crave like random cereal, and this time it's Trix and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Weird, but I don't know. That's just my thing, I guess. And then I also had brown spotting at 7 weeks and 3 days. So from after I had the bleeding at 6 weeks, every week that I would make it to, one day during that week I would have like really, really light brown spotting. Nothing to be concerned about at all. My doctor told me that if it's brown, don't worry. If it gets heavy, obviously let them know. But it was really, really light. It was just nothing to be concerned about. But I had that at 7 weeks and 3 days, which was exactly 1 week from when I had the bleeding. And then during that week, I also started to break out slightly, but not bad. I just had like a few zits here and there. And then I started to get out of breath, and I'm still out of breath now. Like, I'm really winded. And then I had my first appointment with the OB that I wanted to go to. It's actually a friend of mine. A friend of mine's doctor, she had recommended to me, and he wasn't available when I needed to go to the follow-up. So they also don't see you until you're like 8 weeks. So I went to him then, and when I went there, I think we vlogged this actually. You'll probably see it. I think it's in our announcement videos, and I showed y'all the picture of the baby on the ultrasound. And the baby was measuring 1 day ahead, and the baby's heartbeat was 161. So ever since then, I have gotten an ultrasound or whatever, it's always been around 160, 163 max. Then week 8, I had gotten a little bit, I got a little cold, and my nose was stuffed up, but it didn't last long. And then I was still dealing with nausea, and I had found the heartbeat at home on my fetal Doppler at exactly 8 weeks. And if you're wondering what Doppler I have it over here. I think I'm going to do like a pregnancy essentials video, and I'll show you guys that. But the brand that I have is called Sonaline B Doppler. If you Google that, I got it. You can get it on eBay. There's so many of them. It's the brand I have, if you are wondering. Week 9, still dealing with nausea. I had brown spotting again one day, and then I started to get really bad indigestion, and like I would get when I was hungry, I would get really hungry to the point that if I waited too long, I would get nauseous. And then when I ate, I felt like my food wasn't digesting, and it was just sitting like up here. It's gotten a lot better, but it was awful. Like I was always afraid to eat because I just knew that I was gonna have indigestion. And then I still had the shortness of breath. Week 10, I still had the bad taste in my mouth, still now. Had the brown spotting again, still dealt with spurts of nausea, still tired. So from the beginning, I was exhausted, like I need a nap every single day, and I had like no energy, and that was from the beginning up until now. Week 11, I still had the brown spotting again. I told y'all I had it like every week. Still dealt with nausea. And then I started to experience the sciatic pain I had with Carter, and that pain is awful. It is no joke. It's not as bad as it was with Carter, but I have a feeling that it's coming. But I dealt with it, and it's just awful. Like it's just a really bad pain, and like in your lower back, but like on one side, kind of like near your butt, and it's just a shooting pain, and you just feel paralyzed. You can't move. And so I started to deal with that. And I'll get it every now and then. Again, it's not super bad, but I feel like it's coming. Week 12, I had a doctor's appointment. I had an ultrasound. The baby was measuring 3 days ahead. I was measuring, 12 weeks and 3 days, so measuring 3 days. The baby was not cooperating. The tech needed to get a measurement on the back of the neck, and she was like pushing on my stomach with the probe, shaking my stomach. She had me get up. She had me go pee because you're supposed to come with a full bladder. And after all that, probably about 30 minutes, she was able to get what she needed. But yeah, that baby was not trying to cooperate. But oh yeah, she also told me to cough a bunch of times to see if I could get the baby in the position that she needed. But no, not working. It wasn't working. So that ultrasound was to test for like Down syndrome, and I think a few other things, and I also had to do blood work, and everything came back good for that. I think I have to do like a second part at my next appointment, like a second blood work, but the first part came back normal. The heartbeat then was 160. Oh, and then the doctor also finally told me that he was able to see why I was bleeding, why I had that bleed back then, and it was because I had a subchronic hemorrhage. I guess just a lot of pregnant women typically, or I guess sometimes, get hemorrhages, and he said the hemorrhage was not near the baby, and it's not going to affect the baby or anything, and it's actually small now, so he sees that it's starting to heal itself. So I'm assuming that's why I was still having that bleeding, and I may still have some until it fully heals. I haven't had it since whatever week I said, 11 weeks, which is good because I hate when it happens. But yeah, he said that it's healing, and I guess I'll find out if it's completely healed at my next ultrasound, which won't be until in 20 weeks. But I'm glad that it's small, and I'm glad I finally had an answer as to why that happened, because that was scary not knowing why I was bleeding. And then week 13, I feel like I have felt baby, I'm not gonna call them kicks, but baby movement. Like I could feel like jolts. And I don't know, I know it's really early, and I know some of y'all are probably like, girl, no, it's probably gas. But no, like I know baby movement when I feel it, and I don't know if it's because it's my 4th baby and I can tell and I can feel it sooner. Like it just feels like the baby is like stretching or something. It's like a jolt, like a quick jolt. It's not like a kick, because I know what kicks feels like. Just feels like a jolt, and I felt it a few times. months in my 13th week. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my symptoms. I'm going to show you guys the pictures of my ultrasound, my last ultrasound, and then I'm going to show you guys something fun called bump box, and then I'm going to show you guys my belly, and that'll be it for this video. I know it's really long, and if you're still watching, thank you for watching this video, this long video. I promise the next pregnancy update obviously won't be this long because it'll only be like for 2 weeks. So we've got this one. This is the baby. You can see the side profile and the body. And then we have this one. The hand is like up by the face. You see the hand and the arm. It's the same picture on both sides. And then we have the profile again, like just like a close-up of the head. Cute little baby. We have a picture of the legs. The little legs right here. See? The little feet. And then we have a picture of the face. It looks kind of scary, but that's like like looking down at the baby's face. So yeah, those are the ultrasound pictures. And now I'm going to share with you guys something called a bump box. And what a bump box is, it's a monthly subscription. And I believe you can get it for 3 months, 6 months, or 9 months. I have to double check, but I believe that's what it is. And so you put in your due date, and they send you a box geared towards however many weeks or months you are. So this is what the box looks like. Bump boxes. In this box, it came with these little numbers. Now I'm sure you guys probably have seen these for babies, like they're like little stickers, and you can take a picture of them for how many months they are. Well, these are stickers, and you can take pictures of how many weeks you are. Sorry that you can't really see. How many weeks you are. So this is obviously says 8 weeks, and then it has one for, it doesn't have every week, but it has 12 weeks, 16, 20, 24 on up. And then it also has stickers. It's a girl, it's a boy, it's a surprise, or it's a pair. This is really cute. I thought this is awesome. I need to start doing this since I'll probably just do 12 and then continue. And then I got some Sparkling Mama Morning Sickness Relief. And this is just like a powder that you can put in your drink. It's natural lemon and ginger. That's supposed to help with nausea. And I've never ever heard of this. So this is awesome because sometimes I still deal with nausea. So this will definitely help. And I got this cute little water bottle. In here it's called it says Feeling Fly as a Mother, and this is Bump Life. And this is awesome because you're supposed to try to drink like 64 ounces when you're pregnant. And this is, how many ounces is this? I'm not sure how many ounces this is, but I have another one that's like this, about this size, and I think that's like 24 ounces. So it's good to have this so you can track how much water you're drinking. Like if you drink like 3 of these, then you're good. So I'm definitely going to be using this. Then I got some Bellabee Foaming Face Wash. It's made with organic ingredients. So that's pretty awesome. See this? And this is good because I was breaking out. I told you guys early on. It's gotten a lot better, but this is definitely, I'm definitely going to be using this. Tea tree oil. Ooh, sounds good. And then I got some Glow 9 Organics Energized Natural Body Lotion, and it has organic lemon, orange, white grape essential oils in it. It's natural, vegan, cruelty-free, and formulated for pregnancy. So this is exciting. Let me see. I don't think I smelled it. Oh, it's got the thing on it. Yeah, I'm excited to try this. I've never tried this brand or heard of this brand. So I'll let you guys know how I like this. And then lastly, it came with a book. It's called It's Really 10 Months Special Delivery, a collection of stories from birth to birth. So I'm assuming it's just stories about like pregnancy to kind of just help you along. But yeah. So yeah, this is exciting, you guys, if you're pregnant, because I know a lot of times when I'm pregnant, there's a lot of women that are pregnant like with me. I would definitely check this out. Even if you want to do it like for 3 months, you can do that. But definitely try it out because I feel like, you know, you should gift yourself, you know. Then this is like a cute little gift that comes in the mail. You don't know what's in it, but it's fun stuff. So, all right, let me show you guys my belly, and then that'll be it. So I'm gonna let you guys know right now, this bump is massive. It's bigger than my last 3 pregnancies at this time. So yeah, let me just go ahead and show you. All right, so this is it from the front. And this is it from the side. And I put some shorts on so I can show you guys it bare like I used to do. But yeah, I was not this big at 13 weeks with any of my pregnancies, of my last 3 pregnancies. This is it from this side. I guess what they say about you having, the more you have, the earlier you show, is definitely true. This is it from the front. I feel like I'm already getting the line. This is it from the side. And then this is it from this side. So all right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you guys on our next one. Love you guys. Bye.